All right, ready for a deep dive?
Always.
Today we're going to dig into someone really intriguing.
Yeah. Hey.
Isis Estrada.
Isis Estrada.
Yeah, you ever heard of her?
The name sounds familiar. Is she...
Well, she's an author and a therapist.
Okay.
And she helped start this really cool project called Holos Arts Project.
I see. Sounds right up our alley. What kind of stuff does she write?
We're talking alternative therapies, even a little mysticism.
Oh, wow. Getting mystical. Okay.
A little bit. And get this, her books are in Spanish and English.
Oh, wow. Reaching a broad audience then?
Exactly.
Right.
So she's got a doctorate in metaphysics.
All right. Now that's interesting.
Right. But wait, there's more. We dug into her background. She's got a master's in psychology, too.
Yeah.
And she's been teaching at universities in Mexico, her home country, for decades.
Decades. Wow. So she's got the academic chops and Desira.
Yeah.
She's exploring these more, shall we say, esoteric areas.
Totally. Like, she didn't stop at teaching either. She founded this place called Sendero Místico.
Sendero Místico.
Yeah. Which basically translates to Mystic Path. It's a center for alternative therapies in Mexico City. Pretty cool.
That's a pretty evocative name. So we're talking therapy, but with a mystical twist, it seems.
Right. And get this. She's also affiliated with that International Guild of Complementary Therapists.
EIGCT. You're kidding. That's huge. They're pretty picky about who they associate with.
Exactly. We were pretty surprised to find that out, too. It really says something about her credibility, you know.
For sure. So she's bridging the gap between traditional psychology and these alternative therapies in a way that even the more conventional institutions recognize.
It seems that way. But hold on. We're not even done yet.
There's more.
Oh, yeah. She and her husband, Carlos Robles Cruz, they co-founded this whole other thing called Holos Arts Project.
Okay, so it's not just therapy and mysticism. Now we're talking art, too.
Art, publishing, music. They even do photography and teach courses. And it all kind of revolves around this idea of art, psychology, and holistic therapies, all connecting somehow.
Okay, now that is fascinating. This Holos Arts Project sounds like they're really pushing boundaries. But what exactly are holistic therapies in this context? It's a term that can mean a lot of different things.
It's one of those buzzwords almost.
Yeah, exactly. So are we talking aromatherapy and meditation or something else entirely?
Well, from what we gathered, it seems like it's more about this idea of treating the whole person. So mind, body, and spirit all connected, you know?
It makes sense given everything else we've learned about her work. Okay, so we've got psychology, mysticism, alternative therapy, art. What kind of impact do you think someone like Isis Estrada, with this really unique background, is having on these different fields?
That's a great question. It seems like she's really trying to bridge these worlds that are often kept separate.
Exactly. And by combining them, who knows what kind of new discoveries or insights she's making.
Right. Like what happens when you blend traditional psychology with mysticism and art?
Exactly. It's this fascinating intersection of creativity, healing, and self-discovery. And from the looks of it, she's just getting started.
It's definitely something to think about. Well, that's Isis Estrada and the Holos Arts Project.
Wow, what a deep dive. Really makes you think.
That's what we aim for.